Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Kpsn. The regular season is now over for our spring athletes, and they are preparing to hit the ground running in their respective round 1 games and matches. We came out with 2 Hawk champs in our girls softball and tennis teams, landing their claim to the top of the Hawk in their division. And our boys and girls lacrosse teams both finished second in the Hawk, below 2 undefeated Franklin teams. It has been a really fantastic season, but now it's do or die. Our volleyball team was the first to leap into the playoffs in a game against the Patriots of Burncoat hailing from Worcester last night. This team has really made steady progress all season, and we're hoping for a big win right out of the gate. They were fortunate to get home field advantage as the higher seed, which can often make a big difference in a team's performance. The boys came out ready to win, and they did just that.
All right, so it was a great game today. We won our first playoff game. It was a close one. First 2 sets, we played really well, and then third set, we kind of dropped off a little, but we did really well about keeping the energy the entire game. So next game, we versus a much better team in Greater New Bedford. They're the second seed, and I really think that we can win this one. We bring the same energy we did this game, so hopefully we get the dub tomorrow.
The Warriors softball team finished with an impressive undefeated record in the Hawk, winning the Kelly Rex title while they finished 20-2 overall. The girls scored 192 runs during 22 games and only allowed 46 runs to be scored. Behind the stellar pitching of sophomore Jordan Bennett, the team has been working hard on fundamentals.
I added 2 new pitches, so those are working really well, which is rise and drop. I don't feel any pressure anymore, like I'm used to it. I feel confident out there. Just knowing I have a really good team behind me is really helpful. The season's been really good. We have a lot of energy. The team's been working together very well.
Breaking ball, back to the pitcher. Bennett fires to Regan, and that's it. KP comes away with a 7-0 victory. Second time they've beaten Attleboro by that score this season.
The team is the number 2 seed going into the tournament, and they will host the winner of number 31 Lynn Classical and number 34 Medford at a date and time to be determined. The baseball team is coming off a tough loss to North heading into the postseason, but they have home field advantage for round 1 in the playoffs. They had a scrimmage on Wednesday against Walpole to help get them ready, and Tommy Martorano was back on the mound for the first time since Game 2 of the season. He said his arm felt good and he's really looking forward to competing in the postseason.
I was throwing my first pitch. Felt pretty good. Strike right down the middle, and I just knew I felt great, and I'm just ready to be back. Getting back to it, just jumping in the flow of it. Like, I had no pain throwing. Had a blast out there, even the scrimmage, and just ready and pumped for playoffs. Me and Rudy, Scooch, Garsko, we got a bunch of pitchers, and I'm pumped. I'm pumped to be back. We hit our spots on the mound. We throw pretty hard, and we got good off speed too.
Our number 2 seed King Philip will host the winner of number 31 seed Melrose and number 34 seed Wakefield at a date and time to be determined.
We just need to get the little stuff down, stop making errors. Just work even harder, more as a team, build everyone up. The bench is a little quiet. It's all right, because that's just the energy. We need to get the energy up. Other than that, I think we'll do pretty good. It all depends, how we feel on that day, but I think we got the talent for it, and hopefully it's a good run.
I don't know much about both the teams. We ended up playing Quincy last year in the playoffs and smoked them, so I really have high hopes for playoffs. I think we can make a deep run with this team. There's a lot of chemistry and strong friendships. So I think between Ryan Gailey and Tommy Martorano coming back, we have a lot of depth on the mound, and the bats are hot. So.
With a tough loss against Attleboro in their last regular season match, the boys tennis team is hungry for a win. The team has ambitions to go far into the playoffs, but will be facing some tough competition. However, they have a great mindset and a really positive attitude. They will host number 34 Chicopee tomorrow at 4 p.m. to kick off their postseason.
Playoffs are around the corner, and we're starting to have a good time now, and I don't know if we're going to make it. I think we will. With our determination and our power, our team is just that good. We will make it till the end, and that's it basically, and then we win.
The girls team has been working hard on their fundamentals this week under the guidance of their season coach, Bob Goldberg. They are starting the tournament as the number 25 seed and will have to travel to the number 8 Hingham on Monday, June 6th for a 4 p.m. start. Hingham has only lost one match this season, so the girls know they have to perform at the top of their game to get beyond round 1.
So like during practices, we've been really focused on fundamentals and just trying to like get like our basic play like on how we play as players. And then we've also been trying to get more experiences against like our different teammates. So like sometimes we play doubles, or like sometimes we play singles. Like the singles players play doubles, and then doubles players play singles. So like we get a new mix, so we're not just doing the same thing every practice. I think our mentality is just like we're gonna go out there and play the hardest that we can, even though we know that they are a really good team. But I don't think them being a good team is like is the biggest factor that we're thinking about when going into play. We should just play our game and like don't let our mental game like distract us so much that we aren't able to play like our physical game. So I think like just like try not to get too into your head. I think that if we just stick it out and just play our game, then we might be able to like slowly chip at them.
The track team is hoping to continue their momentum from the last meet into the state competition tomorrow. With several athletes going to the state competition, hopes are high for a good result. KP has athletes competing in the girls shot put, boys high jump, the 800-meter race, and the decathlon. We are all rooting for some standout performances, which should be no problem for the team as they manage several top 5 performances in their last meet, and they expect to continue.
Last Friday and Sunday, we took on the divisional championship in Hingham. Personally, for me, I ran on both days. I competed in the open 800 on Friday and doubled the 4x4 and 4x8 on Sunday. We were looking for some great performances. I was seated 8th going into the 800. It was a phenomenal race. Everyone ran really fast. I ended up PRing by about 2 seconds, running a 157.8. That's a new PR for me on the season. It's just 1 second shy of the school record, so I'm just looking to improve on that moving forward into all states. I qualified. I am seated 14th right now, so looking for a big day on Thursday. In the 4x4 and 4x8, we didn't do as well as we were expecting. 4x8, we ended up running 8:23 collectively. We had 4 people qualify for the All-States Championship. Myself, Sydney O'Shea, Heidi Lawrence, and Dylan Woods. They all did really well at divisionals. Sydney and Heidi went 3-4 in triple jump, as well as Dylan Woods jumped 6 feet in the high jump, which tied his PR.
We've been training hard this season, and we're going to states this weekend, and I'm running the heptathlon, and we're all at that level. We all think that we're going to do pretty good. We're going up against a lot of really good athletes, though, so we're going to have to definitely kick it in the last 800, but I think we have a good chance.
Our unified athletes are gearing up for their field day today, and we are hoping the weather will cooperate for this awesome event. Good luck to all of our athletes as they celebrate their season together.
Austin's my boy, so at the beginning he was running the 100. He started at about 40 seconds. He dropped that about 7 seconds to 32.8. I was wicked proud of him. Well, Austin, I do know he loves some fried scallops. It's his favorite dish, but he also couldn't really throw the shot put very well. I'm proud of him because he's gained a lot on that as well. But I think he's just gotten way more confident, honestly. The kid's a beast. I love him.
The girls lacrosse team finished 9-1 in the Hog, second to an undefeated Franklin squad. The team is coming off a tough loss to Weymouth on Tuesday, but they are confident this loss has only made them more hungry for playoff success. The girls team has been a scoring powerhouse all season and expect to fire up all the engines when they meet their first opponent.
We had a tough loss against Weymouth, but we're hoping that gives us the motivation to come out strong in playoffs and make it deep into the tournament.
We should have won that game, but I'm excited for playoffs, and I think that we're going to do okay, but we'll see how it goes.
We're ready to bounce back after a tough loss against Weymouth and ready to get our spot back on number 14 on the Mass Power rankings. Go KPGLAX!
The boys lacrosse team has also landed in second place in the Hawk standings with a league record of 7-2. They've been working hard at practice and feel that they have something to prove in their postseason run. They had a season of ups and downs, but they finished the season knowing they don't like to lose. The seedings and schedules for both lacrosse teams are due to come out tomorrow, and we know our Warriors will be ready to put the hammer down in Game 1 of their postseason.
We have playoffs next week, so this week we have no games, it's a big week of practices, preparing for whoever we might play. We're probably looking at the 8 or 9 seed for the tournament, so hopefully we get the 8 so we have a home game, but if not, it doesn't really matter, we'll play anybody, we'll beat anybody.
I mean, we could definitely make a push if everyone stays with it. We prevent injuries. I mean, there's a few really good teams in the tournament, but I think we can beat anyone.
Playoffs is going to be tough. We're falling around the 8th or 9th seed. We don't know who we're going to play yet, but looking forward to it.
Boys are going to come together. A lot of guys stepping up when the time really matters, so I think we'll be good so far. Probably a deep run this year for school. Haven't had a home game in a while for playoffs, so it's going to be nice. First round home.
The Boston Celtics have finally made it back to the NBA Finals in hopes of bringing home banner number 18. They started off the playoffs with a clean sweep against the Brooklyn Nets. They then had 2 long, hard series going to back-to-back Game 7s playing the Milwaukee Bucks and the Miami Heat. Game 2 against the Golden State Warriors is scheduled for Sunday at 8 p.m. The team is going to have to be at the top of their game, and hopefully the hoopla won't distract them from their mission. Nobody on the team has ever been to the NBA Finals before now, and the pressure can be immense. The Warriors, on the other hand, have been to the NBA Finals 6 out of the last 8 seasons. The Warrior players combined have played in 123 Finals games compared to the Celtics 0. It is going to be a difficult and entertaining series. Go Celtics.
It's very exciting. 2 Game 7s though, hard to get here. But happy for Al Horford. And in like 15 seasons, this is his first Finals appearance, so hopefully we can put it together and go get that ring.
It's historic, honestly. Jason Tatum's been working on this since he was drafted for us. And for Boston fans especially, this is big. This is huge. We haven't been there since I think like 2012, maybe Paul Pierce days, something like that. But honestly, this is big. In our hearts of Boston, this is what we want.
And that's our broadcast for today. Good luck to all of our athletes as they enter the postseason. We are proud of you for all of your hard work, and we hope to see you make it to round 2. Get out there and catch a game this weekend. Our athletes would love to have your support in their quest to be the best.